fight continues over the Cuban government's decision to close down so-called unauthorized private businesses. In the past month, 3D movie theaters were shut down and the private sale of imported clothing was banned. Both were popular businesses and flourishing. Michael Voss shows us how this is affecting the community.
It's the sort of modern technology Cubans had never experienced before. Movies in 3D. Youngsters especially flock to the hundreds of small private 3D cinemas which sprung up all over the country. Yet in an article in the official Communist Youth newspaper, the Vice Minister of Culture complained that they were spreading frivolity, pseudo-culture and banality. Now the theatres have all been closed down. They shouldn't close them, what else is there to do, this girl told me. It's really stupid, it was great entertainment, this teenager complained. Alejandro Ruiz is turning the 3D cinema he ran back into a one-bedroom apartment. His 50-inch 3D TV, the seating and other equipment, bought with help from relatives in the United States, is now in storage.
All the cinemas they closed involved a lot of investment. The equipment is expensive. This one cost me $6,800, and others have invested much more.
Equally unpopular is the announced closure of the thousands of private stalls selling clothing and other imported goods. Cuba's new private sector remains tightly regulated. If you want to open a business here, you must first apply for a license to operate in one of about 200 areas. Most of the 3D cinema owners were licensed to operate children's party equipment, which the government has now decided should not be stretched to include home cinemas. Most clothing sellers are licensed as tailors and seamstresses, not to sell imported products. In a rare admission that this had angered many Cubans, the official newspaper Granma said it was about preserving legality and order. But it acknowledged that the move had unleashed a broad social debate, with some calling it a step backwards for the private sector. Now Cubans are waiting to see if the government is willing to compromise by legalizing clothing imports and home entertainment. Michael Voss, CCTV, Havana.